intended to be a haul video is gonna be a mini pickup video, and then a discussion and an opinion on something. So first and foremost, man, I finally got my JC3A fig. Was hearing a lot of great things, saw a couple different reviews, and I liked how they were, the figure reviewed. So I figured, let me give it a shot. Somebody on Instagram had it, put it up for sale, but by the time I hit him up, it was gone. And I think he wanted $75 for it, which is a good thing because I actually saw it on eBay, and had the option of adding or giving your best offer. So I offered $67, so a good $8 below what I was intending to buy it a day earlier. Guy accepted. I mailed it. I got it. For the 5 minutes I've spent with it, amazing. But I need to spend a little more time with it. But a little pricey, but wanted to do it just to experience that action figure, and it was cool. Got these all at retail yesterday. 2 of them came from Toys R Us, and so I think these 2 were Toys R Us pickups, and these 2 were Newberry Comics. About the same price, both places, 17, 18 bucks, something like that. Lego Creator got this from a friend. Haven't had a Lego set in quite a while, so I think I'm gonna enjoy building that when I get to it. And then my third Soldier of AIM, and my second Hydra Soldier. So this is where my conversation comes into play, because I was thinking, right? So I got that one from eBay, as I said. Retail for these, gift, paid $65, shipped for both of these. And at first glance, it's damn, $32.50 per figure, $12.50 above retail. And I can't stand paying above retail. But see, this is the thing with these, right? At some point I decided that I wanted to army build a little bit. Not too bad, because I'm going to stop at 3 with the AIM, and I have one more actually on the way, so I'll have my third Hydra, and I'm stopping there. But in wanting to do this, I started to travel to Targets across the state or surrounding towns. I live in real close to the city of Boston. I'm considered as part of the city of Boston, and Targets don't really exist in the city. They exist kind of more in the suburbs, smaller towns. So I would have to go to Watertown and South Bay and Stoughton, all these different towns that a lot of times were half hour, 45 minutes away from each other, each of these stores. Strategically, obviously, Target's going to make sure it doesn't clump up stores. Gas is expensive, bro. You know what I mean? So, taking into account the amount of money, I would go on just on a one-day hunting trip, on a Sunday for maybe, 4, 5, 6 hours just driving around. I blow through a whole, and it's $45 to fill my vehicle up. So, bam, $45 on just gas that I wouldn't have used otherwise if I wasn't looking for these guys. So at the end of it, I didn't feel too bad, because although it was $65, the seller, which obviously is a scalper or a reseller, what have you, the shipping cost $8.75. So he actually pocketed $56.25. So $56.25 went to his pocket after shipping. Out of those $56, he paid with tax, assuming he paid $20 for the figure, with tax in his state, $21.20. So he paid a total of $42.40 for the set. He ended up with $56 in his pocket. He profited $13.85, which at the end was $6.90 per figure was what he made. I am willing to pay you $6 to hunt for these, which wasn't the case. But if I look at it like that, he went out there, he had to find it. Maybe it was easier in his town, whatever. It just means that I found both of these and I saved 45. It would have cost me $45 to just bounce around. Instead, just paid a total of $13.85 that went into the guy's pocket. Obviously, I had to pay for shipping, but that's cool. That's part of it. So yeah, man. So I just found that interesting because these are the type of action figures that are difficult to get because they're out now, and not every store is getting a whole bunch. And when they do, they're gone. I mean, I also happened to luck out in that I got both of these at $14.99 each. So I got a case when they first came out. So I paid below what retail is now from the get. Spider-Man series, I paid even cheaper. I paid $12.99 a figure, something like that. So by paying a little more, I think it eventually evens it out. So I don't mind, man. And to me, I guess, you know, in my mind, as I'm thinking about putting this video together, I'm thinking, what is a deal? What do you consider a deal? You know, in this case, I considered this a deal because of all the factors involved, including gas and so forth. So I considered, you know, paying what I paid, $65 for you know, these two shipped. I feel that was a pretty good deal with everything that was in place. For example, that action figure for me, I saved $8, so I consider that a good deal. Retail is never a good deal. If I can get these below retail, that would have been great. But these are the type of figures that are kind of heating up. I've noticed, and they're flying off the shelves. So either I grab them now, or I have to pay a little more later. So I don't mind paying retail in that case. So, you know, everybody, you know, whatever you may consider a deal may not be a deal to me, and vice versa. You know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of factors involved in what makes a good deal for you and a bad deal for somebody else, you know, and so forth. So I'm pretty happy. Actually, my third Hydra I got from somebody in the community, and he just paid, you know, he just charged me cost. I also have another figure come from, so I had to pay some shipping. But again, I don't mind paying. In this case, if you break it down, you know, $24, $25 for that Hydra. Again, with the circumstances in place in terms of driving and so forth and so on. But yeah, man. So that's how I look at it in terms of what you may consider a deal, not a deal. eBay is, it sucks, but you can look around. Interestingly enough, the guy who sold these, I went to see if he had more, and he raised the price up. He's now charging $65 plus $10 shipping. So now it's a $75 charge. So when I got it, it was just $65 shipped. So he realized that he could make a few bucks and wasn't making that much or whatever. So, you know, it's just the art of the deal. Just looking for something that that makes sense for you and saves you a few bucks, and you know, you keep collecting and stacking and grinding. All right, y'all.